Good morning everyone, especially to our instructor, Miss Carla Jane P. Ross. Good morning, Mom. So today we are going to discuss our lesson about the lesson 11. It is all about collaborative learning. So before we proceed to our discussion, here is the lesson objectives. Identify collaborative learning strategies. Determine when to use collaborative learning strategies and apply collaborative learning strategies in lesson planning. So we have discussed that the K-12 curriculum puts a premium on the learner's performance of the required competencies. English being able to effectively communicate and collaborate with others, so its main goal in every linguistic encounter. Collaborative learning is an approach to education that engage groups to enhance the learning experience through groups of two or more learners. So the group is tasked to work together to solve the problems, complete tasks, and learn new concepts. The approach actively engage the learners to process and synthesize the lesson's concepts and information. This is far from the simple memorization of facts and figures, and give learners the opportunity to work with others in arriving at a new learning. Collaboration is when two or more people come together to work toward a common goal or accomplishment. It fosters learning in two ways. First, it teaches teamwork. Yes, to collaborate, the participants must be willing to listen to each other, to exchange ideas, to learn from each other. Everyone involved should contribute to the project. Second, you learn about yourself. Yes, of course, each project and or task has its own challenges or has own challenges. Sometimes, you are taken out of your comfort zone by thinking outside the box, and sometimes you have to seek another opinion or even learn a new skill. When a peer or group work together to successfully solve a problem or complete a project, it is beautiful things because not only does it foster learning but also both personal growth and growth as a team. Collaboration and cooperative learning are sometimes used interchangeable. Cooperative learning is a special kind of collaborative learning. In cooperative learning, learners works in groups on a structured activity. In such structure, learners are assigned individual roles to perform. So these roles are commonly interrelated in order for them to achieve their goals. The success of the individual members of the group will be the success of the entire group. Collaboration and cooperation don't mean the same. Why? Both words refers to aspects of working together with others, but there are differences. So using them, it can result in confusion and obscure team problems. In other words, collaboration refers to the networks and relationships that enable groups to create, whereas cooperation refers to the motives and expectations of the people working together.
Examples of collaborative learning activities for class.
Think, peer, share. So the teacher possesses a question that require analysis, evaluation, and synthesis to the learners. So the teacher then given the learners a few minutes to think about the question and prepare an appropriate response. Learners then turn to their groups or partners and share their responses, so the teacher could take further by asking the learners to choose their collective response. Learners then present their answers in a larger group or to the entire class. Think, pair, share, it is refers to a learning strategy that maximizes participation, focuses attention, and engage students in comprehending the reading material as a relatively simple structure so that can be quickly implemented. Think, pair, share can be incorporated into all forms of educational instruction. So it is especially useful for actively involving all students during lectures or larger class structures. We have here debate. These learners are set in groups of 3. Teachers are possess a proposition to the class. Teacher assigns rules to the learners. One could take the affirmative side of the proposition. Another takes the negative side. So the last one could beat the merits of the arguments and provide a choice. So the teacher then debriefs and summarizes the class discussion. Debating is means to fly. Today, debating implies a discussion between two parties to form a conclusion. These skills involve two parties holding different views about the same topic. So, an example of debating is when you have a person who believe in God while another does not. They might be debating a topic on does God exist. So one person will argue God exists while the other argues God doesn't exist. So the winner of the debate will be the person who has the most compelling argument as to whether God does or does not exist. Group problem solving. So present the learners with a problem. It will be better if they are presented with a problem that is close to a real world one that is similar to their experience. So the teacher may provide some guidance on how to solve the problem, like some structures to follow. So however, in mind that it must be student-centered activity and that the group must come up with a solution on their own. Reach a final solution with the class by helping the class discuss the pros and the cons of each of the group solution. Group problem solving occurs in organizations that use teams to create solutions for issues the organization or team faces. So group problem solving sessions can improve communication and productivity on a team. So involving employees in the decision making process of making changes that affect them can also improve workplace satisfaction. Next, we have a project-based activity. A project is given to the student who are expected to finish it. One approach to accomplish this is to either assign a project to the class at the start of the course or ask them to come up with a project based on the lesson that they will want to complete. The class is divided into groups of 4 or 5 to work on their project. Have the groups share their completed project and their experiences in the completion of the project. The teacher should help process these experiences with the rest of the class. Project-based learner encourages students group. Teacher can use a variety of groupings, strategies during the school year to help students apply collaboration and problem-solving skills. So as adults, we are very aware that we do not always work with people we like, but an important part of our job is working with these people to accomplish a task as part of our work. Research frequently occurs through this process, and having students become consumers of the research is crucial. So they will need to understand how perspective influences the research and findings. So as the culmination of the work, the group will need to consider multiple solutions to the situation and make the best decision to address the goal of the task.